What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my strategy to beating Jogo Extreme 2 with either 0 deaths if your Gojo is strong enough, or with every achievement done except the 0 deaths if your Gojo isn't strong enough. So as you see, I'm making sure I have every buff available on the enemy. Like I have Yaga's team buff, damage dealt increase, and I'm switching between normal attack and cursed energy recharge. Here, like if you don't have enough cursed energy, you can just use a normal attack, but I'm doing this because I do have, like my Yuki skill is high enough that I can afford to do that. The hard part about this though is to stun him 5 turns in a row. Like if your skill is level 8, then the first 3 are almost guaranteed, but now is the tricky part. Now it's actually possible for him to dodge my stun. But I'll start to charge up my power. Okay, we just need one more stun, and then we have the run perfectly. We buff, we stun, we self-buff. And as you see, currently we have every possible buff available. This memory is an insane team buff. It's an SR memory, but make sure you have it on your Yuki. We have Yuki ult, the insane memory, the increased damage from Yaga ult, the increased damage from his skill last turn, the buff from his skill 2 as well, and here we have another damage from the explode ult, and let's not forget our main attraction, Gojo, who is going to blast the fuck out of Jogo, and even if he fails to kill him, he will for sure be broken. As you see, his health is starting to get like damaged, and now the final attack. Will we manage to one-shot him? Almost, and it wasn't even a critical. He might even die from the cooperation. Like my Gojo is strong enough to almost kill him without a critical. Meanwhile, if you're struggling to do that, like if your Gojo is weaker, you can either wait until your Gojo becomes better, or you can just like retry until you get a critical. And as you see, 0 deaths clear, easy peasy. Let me show you now my current stats, so you have like a guideline of how powerful you need to be to clear it. This is my Gojo. I have used almost all of my increases on him. Skill 110, skill 38, and skill like ultimate 9. Other than that, we have Inumaki, as you see. I really recommend you don't try this unless your stun skill is level 7 or 8. Because I tried it at level 7 and it was a real pain in the ass. Even at level 8, I had like a lot of resets when I was trying before. This skill doesn't really matter much for this situation, unless your Gojo dies and then you use this to get the ultimate of your 4th character that comes out to bring out more damage. And Yuki, I have like increased his skill as much as I can without using the final crystal. 7. And Yaga also trying to squeeze out as much damage as I can, like 8, 8, 7. Anything that doesn't require, like, I think I've used every single rare crystal, like this one, the final one, on Gojo, not on anybody else. But yeah, these are my stats. My Gojo is with 1 copy, Inumaki and Yaga 5. Like when I cleared it for the first time, they were like my Yaga was less, my Yuki was less. My Gojo was, I think, almost the same, like he had less skill levels, but still. And for the recollections, of course, you try to max this out. I used all of my SR memory thingies to limit break this. And this one is good for your secondary DPS if your Gojo is not strong enough. This one is a must. Like, I think I might have shredded some copies. Like, this could be useful, but for the Jogo fight, you don't really need it. But this effect, like, is so insane. Like, this had to be a SSR memory. I don't know why it's only SR. We have... Where is it? I think it might be above. Like, oh yeah. This one. I'm using this to give extra ultimate gouge because I found it like using this one, I most perfectly reach my ultimate, so I can have all of Yaga's buffs, like skill 2, skill 3, and ultimate, all buffs active at the same time. And I really wish I knew that this skill can stack before, because before I would stack it, I had to restart so many times to get a critical to get the clear run. But this is my first time trying with the double stack of this skill, and as you saw, even without a critical, I almost killed him right then and there, and he still had like 2 turns of being broken, in which he doesn't attack. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, and you should have an easy clear. See ya.